All right, man. Told you to talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. So today we're gonna talk about the abortion situation, issue, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty fascinating that people are like really going off about it. And by I mean, I guess rightfully so. Some people really feel some type of way, but for me, you know, I'm pro life all the way. So I'm sorry.
I'm pro-choice.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, I mean, look, you ain't gotta say sorry. It's just that, like, to me, the situation is it's a setback.
You think it's a setback?
Yeah, I think it's a setback.
Why you say that?
Because we're going backwards.
How are we going backwards?
Because the law was already put forward.
It wasn't a law.
Okay.
Not a law. It was basically a court order.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would okay, so we could get into this conversation because there's certain things that I guess I can express. So there's a couple of reasons why I don't agree with abortion, and I'm gonna speak on just the black side of it for right now. Then I'll go into the rest. One, I think black people are more hurt by abortions than any other race. I think that us as black people were tricked into believing that abortion is actually was a good thing, because I think that the reason why the single motherhood is high is not because of abortion. I think it's because we've been tricked to believe that if you have an abortion, then it's a good thing. I think the reason why there are a lot of single black mothers because of the systematic destruction that they created back in the early 50s, 60s towards black people. And they had, the man couldn't be in the home, and the welfare system came into play, and we'll take care of you, the relying on the government. Mm-hmm. I think that, and then they said, well, if you have more kids, you'll get more welfare. But I think it got to a point where they said, well, the cutoff limit is 4 kids. If you have more than 4 kids, you ain't qualified for welfare or something like that, to that effect. So I think that it only hurts the black people. And then Planned Parenthood, just the way that Planned Parenthood was created, it was masked as in, okay, well, this is actually helping black people. But Planned Parenthood is the lady who created Margaret Sanger. She clearly wanted to destroy black people because she said it multiple times that black people were an inferior race. Mm-hmm. Multiple times. Yes. So if this lady who created Planned Parenthood is saying black people are an inferior race and they need to be stopped, the whole sterilization, all that, she was a part of all that. I don't understand how anybody could want to even take part in something like that when you basically killing off your own people the same way niggas in the hood do with drugs. It's just another way of killing off black people. They literally killed the half of the black population since Planned Parenthood took place. I think in America, I think it's like between 15, 16 million black people or something like that. And that's not a lot. It's something like that. I'm not sure that number, but it's something like that. Just imagine if we didn't get abortion now. If we want to say, oh well, it might have been worse because we'd have had more kids and more people would have been in more poverty. Me personally, I think eventually people have to take responsibility. And I think single mothers especially, they do the best they can. So I don't think it would have been even any worse if they had their kids. I think it would have been the same or better. But I'll get more into it.
Okay, so this is where I don't agree.
Yeah.
With where you're at with it, right? There is, I don't think it's a real big difference when it comes down to having somebody having a choice if they want to have the child or not have the child. Because, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. Nobody enjoys doing this.
Mm-hmm.
When this is happening, I've been through an abortion. So when this is happening, nobody's feeling great. It's not a great experience at all.
Yeah.
Because you know that, you know what I mean, that the potential of, you know, that you are potentially killing a life.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, it's like it's a very, unless you're a straight savage, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you, I mean, if you care about your shorty or whatever, you're there to support her because she just did that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole, like, people like doing it to, usually when people do it, they're doing it to secure their maybe some people to secure their future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Of not being, and they wouldn't be able to.
You don't think so?
They would, but they would be in poverty most times.
You think? You think?
Yeah, bro. Like I'm not saying. Okay, look, anybody can strive up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and fight the, if you know, fight the, you know, fight the power that be, or fight to get over. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people just stay in the system and just let that joint coast on through.
I gotta ask you a question though.
You go ahead.
Whose fault is that?
It's the person's fault.
Okay.
So you telling me you rather have this person that's not a producer in society to have kids?
Yes.
After kids?
Yes.
After kids?
Yes.
For what?
Because in the United States, there are potentials to change. If you kill your child, there's no potential. If you let your child live, one day, boom, a light bulb may go off in their head and they may change. If you don't allow it, you would never know. Even if we go off and say maybe 30 years from now, this may this society may stay like this for 100 years. It could be that one person that changes it. It could be that one Barack Obama in there. It could be that one person. But if you eliminate it, it won't ever happen.
It's not true, because that person is going to happen no matter what. If that chosen person is supposed to be, that chosen person is going to be.
Yes and no.
No matter,
yes and no.
No. Yes.
No,
yes.
Look. Yes and no.
Yes.
I'm gonna
no,
tell you why.
There's no in that, bro.
No.
That person's going to be who that person's going to be.
If the person's not here, then they can't be who they want to be.
But they're going to be here, because if they're going to be that person, they're going to be here.
So okay, so you basically saying if I had a field of crops,
mm-hmm.
right, and I burnt my crops
mm-hmm.
every month, I burnt all my crops every month.
Mm-hmm.
There is a potential
mm-hmm.
that one day,
yep,
my crops might not burn. Now let's look at it from the reverse side of it. Let's say the wind came, the rain, it rained, and our crops didn't burn. And it saved the animals or whatever. Then let's look at it from the reverse side of it. Let's say I didn't burn my crops,
mm-hmm.
right? I didn't burn my crops, not
mm-hmm.
at all. Didn't burn my crops. Eventually, I'm going to be able to do whatever I want with the crops. I'm going to be able to feed who I want to feed. If you eliminate the child, you are basically, you could say that one person may happen. It may happen. But you're lessening the chances when you say it like that. Whether you say, well, that person's going to be that person regardless. But if you have 10 kids and you eliminate 9 of them or 8 of them, then you only have 2 chances for that child to be that child, for to be that Barack Obama or to be whoever.
Reese, but that person, whoever that person is going to be, they're going to be that person.
Then okay, then
so no matter, no, that means no. How many odds that we have in this great vast universe?
Yeah,
bro. When it's time, it's going to be time. I
get what you're saying, but
there's nothing. There's nothing about. I see the chance when you come up with the chances. I see that, but there's nothing going to stop that.
Listen, but you going. This is what I'm saying. You're going off of faith.
Because it's true.
if you killing off the human population, then you only giving yourself 2 chances out of that. That's what I'm saying to you.
Bro, but it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen.
That's a loaded statement. That's
it's
a
not.
very it is. That's a
no,
very
it's not.
that's a very loaded statement because basically
everything
you saying
happens in this universe when it happens.
okay, but look, this what I'm saying to you. It's a loaded statement because basically you're saying that you're basically saying, well, if it's only one person, it's going to happen. And I'm saying to you that it's more chances of it happening 3 or 4 or 5 times. If it's more people, you're saying, well, if it happens, if we eliminated everybody and there's one person left on Earth, you're saying that is the chance right there. That's basically what you're saying.
But it's not going to happen that way.
Well, okay. Then we have the power to control that then, because
exactly.
Yeah.
So once it get to the point where then it becomes about population control.
What do you mean? You think abortion is about population control?
In some instances it could be about population control. But what I'm saying is, right? No. I'm saying from what you're saying. Yeah. That's where I'm at. I'm not going really nowhere else.
Yeah.
You're saying that you get more chances of maybe having that situation or whatever situation you wanted to happen with.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that no matter what, it's going to happen. Because this is how the world works. This is how the planet works.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I just understand, because what you're saying is absolutely right. I'm not saying it's not right, but what I'm saying to you is you basically, to me, what you're doing is you're downplaying all the other stuff, saying, well, it's going to happen regardless. So it doesn't matter what you do. You could kill off half the population, but it's still going to happen. It's like, nah. You deliberately killing off the population. You ain't doing it because it accidentally happened. You're deliberately trying to.
Because
it's different when you deliberately.
Yeah, because you have a choice.
That's not a choice.
It is a choice.
No, it's not. It's not a choice of the child.
It is a choice for the mother.
Bro, the reason why we're the human race, and the reason why we're because we reproduce. Once you have a child, that's not your say. I don't care what a girl says.
We have intelligence now.
Look, let me explain.
We have intelligence now.
Let me explain.
We have a lot of things that we didn't have back then.
But it's even worse.
We have with certain things.
It's even worse. I'm gonna say this. I don't care what a girl says. I don't care if a woman says to me, well, it's my body. It's your body, but you have another human inside of you. That's not your body. That's not yours. That's not your body.
It is her body.
No, you are a host. It's not your body.
Yeah, but she controls her body.
She controls her body, but she doesn't control the person that's inside of her.
So you eliminate at this particular point right now? No. She does.
Bro, the whole reason why we were made to reproduce.
Yes.
You cannot eliminate that because you disagree with it. My thing is like, look,
eliminated.
It is being eliminated.
It's not.
You are killing their baby. That's elimination.
It's not eliminated. It's not eliminating the population.
How is it not?
How is it so?
Okay,
we are still overpopulated. We're still about to become overpopulated,
bro.
On this small piece of land of we have so much more water than we have land.
You can't listen. You can't justify that by killing off a child.
I'm not saying it's justified, but this is where you're going with it.
And I'm explaining
I'm just coming back on what you're going with.
I'm explaining to you. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter if we're overpopulated. People need to be more responsible and not have children. And not have children by getting an abortion, but be more responsible by protecting yourself. Why would you look?
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly, like 10,000%. I agree. We should learn how to wear protection, learn how to protect yourself. Yeah. So much more. I totally agree. I will not argue with you there. There is a point, but I have been the unprotected. I'm slinging my dick around dude.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been that guy because I was young, dumb, and full of energy. So no matter what you say, it's not going to work out that way.
What do you mean?
That's what I just said.
What do you mean it's not
going to work out that way?
Which way should it work out?
It's still going to be people that's going to have children when they're not ready. Having children young is not a good thing. It's not.
Look.
It's not.
What do you mean having children? What you say?
Having children at a young age is not a good thing.
According to who?
According statistics.
Well, too bad.
You can clearly. Too bad.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Too bad,
bro. Having kids at a young age is not good.
Every story you heard of, every story, a good percentage of every story you heard of is a triumphant story.
Yes.
And most of them coming from broken homes and all this. The same people you say, oh, we shouldn't do this. But every one of those politicians or every one of those people that we talk about, from Barack Obama down to whoever, most of those people came from single family homes. So you telling me that these people were in a position of power now, they can't all of a sudden now all these people got to have abortions because they can't make it? Like, no. You can still make it. Listen, bro, the system is designed. You can still make it. The system is designed. This system is designed for everybody to thrive, no matter how many people you have. There's absolutely no reason for a woman to get an abortion. No reason at all. Absolutely no reason. Unless for everybody to thrive. Hold up. I'll explain to you. I'll explain that too. Unless it's her life on the line, then I can understand if they aborted the child because her life's on the line. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see any reason, even in the case of being raped.
I was just about to ask you about that.
I'm explaining to you why in a second.
Oh, you crazy!
I'm explaining to you why in a second.
Please, you won't have to explain that one.
I'm explaining to you why.
I don't understand that one.
I'm explaining to you why. I'll explain to you why. Even in the case of being raped, and I know people say, in the case of incest or whatever, right? Here's my thing, right? In the case of being raped, right? Number one, right? And this is not to downplay any woman that's ever been raped, because I feel very sorry for them and I feel sympathetic for them 100%. I'm sure. And I don't think I'm not a malicious.
This is all logic.
It's not a malicious thing.
It has to be all logic.
It doesn't change anything. It actually makes you more traumatized. It makes you more traumatized. It doesn't make you happier because you got an abortion, because you got raped. It's not a solution. If you want to say you got an abortion because you got raped, okay, fine. But guess what? At the end of the night, you're still going to be thinking about that baby. You're still going to be thinking about you getting an abortion. You're still going to be thinking about you being raped. It doesn't change the fact that you got raped. Not at all. It doesn't.
It definitely helps, but it helps.
How does it help you? How does it help? Because you don't have to ever see the child?
What you mean? What if this girl keeps the darn baby, right?
Okay.
And hates this baby?
That's hold on.
No, let me finish.
Is that a question? Is that a question? Okay.
When I'm done.
Is that a question?
Is that a question? And hates this baby. Yeah. And abuses this baby.
Okay.
It has to be reminded every single time she see this child.
Okay.
Every time she see this child.
Yeah.
My rapist. Or my brother did this to me. Or my father just did this to me. Come on, bro. A woman should not have to go through that.
Yeah. So she should just kill a baby.
Bro, yes.
So let me get this right. So hold on. Let me ask you a question now, right? Yes. Let me ask you. So you saying that her being raped is more traumatic than the baby losing their life?
Yes.
How is that? The baby doesn't even get a chance to exist.
Exactly.
You don't even know if that baby might come out. But you're going on. This is what you're doing, bro.
This is what you're doing.
Hold on.
You're still talking about. You're talking about if the baby and what the baby is going to do.
Look. Okay.
But the baby's not going to do that because the baby's not going to be here.
My logic is more likely to stand up than yours. I'll tell you why.
No.
I can tell you why.
Okay, go on.
My logic is more likely to stand than yours because you still have the potential If that baby come out, she might not hate the baby. She might actually love her baby. She might look at that baby. Nobody ever talks about that side of it. What happens if that baby changes her life? If it said, I know I was raped, but this baby is the greatest thing that ever happened to me. What about that? Nobody says anything about that. But everybody always says that when she gets pregnant by being raped, she's gonna take care of the. She's gonna hate the baby. We don't know that. We don't know. But for sure, we do know if you don't have the baby, then you don't know if it would have happened. You know that for sure.
Okay, I get that. And I hear what you're saying, and it makes sense what you just said. Because you had me over here like, I'm not for real. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you're still talking about the potential.
Yes. Isn't it? Look, Tank, hold up.
No, hold up. But you're still talking about the potential.
Yeah, but
you're still talking about potential.
What's more potential to happen?
Okay, but then we go on statistics. Most times it doesn't work out that way.
But some of the times it does.
Sometimes it does.
But when you abort a baby, when you abort a baby,
it cancels all that.
Yes, that's my point to you.
But it's not. But that's not a bad thing.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it is.
No.
I think it is.
I think it is. Like if you have a cancer, you pull that motherfucker out.
But that's not a cancer.
To her, in her mind, yes, it might be.
For some women, but not all.
If that woman decides to do it on her own, then yes, go for it. If she decides to take on that, then that's something that she's going to do. No. If she feels that that's something she wants to take on no matter what, in her heart, it's great. I have no problem with that. If she decides to say, you know what, F this, I don't care who touched me, however it happened, I want my child.
So let me ask you this.
That's fine.
But let me ask you this.
But the woman that doesn't feel that way,
yeah,
she should have not being able to choose that.
Well, no.
That's how I feel.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody's eliminating that. So either way, she's still
some of these states are eliminating stuff like that.
No, but it's still accessible.
Yeah, you have to go to other states.
Yeah, they go to other states to go to fucking trips, so a bitch could go. Don't sit here and act like she can't. She go to frequently fly to Florida. Frequently, bitches frequently fly to Florida for dumb shit. They fly to Brazil to get their butt done, all types of shit. Don't sit here, bitch, and act like you can't go nowhere because your ass can go. You literally drive places. You can go. Oh my, I gotta go get an abortion. You'll go. But see, I'm gonna tell you why I think this actually states eliminated it is actually a good thing. And people look at me and say, oh, well, how? Number one, it's still accessible. That's number one. Number two, it's gonna make more people responsible now. Because now people are gonna say, well, I can't have unprotected sex all crazy like I used to. Or,
yes, I agree.
Now, as far as the rape thing, that's a different topic. And the reason why that's a different topic because that's not consensual. So if you want to say that
I get that.
me and you can kind of agree. We kind of agree in certain realms with rape because rape is an extreme case. It does happen, but it's an extreme case and it's not consensual.
Man.
We're talking about consensual sex. There are women who literally have abortions and they use it as a contraceptive.
And that's messed up. And that's why I'm not all the way. I don't think they should have overturned it. I just think they should have reworked it.
Well, they didn't overturn it. Okay, that's another misconception people got to understand. Roe v. Wade was basically a respect thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it wasn't the law of the land. It's still not law of the land. It wasn't law of the land. It's basically saying that states are not allowed to ban abortion. They're only allowed to go up to a certain amount of weeks. Now, here's the crazy part, right? So let's say, for example, right? Let's say Texas bans abortion, right? Texas bans abortion.
Oh, they're going to do that,
right? Which is going to happen because Texas is
very, very Bible Belt state.
Yeah, right. Let's just say because they ban abortion. What happens now is you create more people that are a little more responsible because they don't want to have kids because they don't want to go to New York every 6 weeks or every 12 weeks to get an abortion. They just want to stay. But you got now some of the states like California, New York, New Jersey. You know what they're going to tell people? Well, you can have abortion up to 9 months.
That's crazy.
And this is why.
That's
look,
crazy.
now you see.
There's
Now
no
look,
way.
you pro-choice, but most people, I would say this: 99% of the people I talk to that are pro-choice, they go up to a certain week and they stop.
Yes.
But most abortions that happen in these states happen after 4 months.
Oh.
So when people say,
so that's what I mean. They can tweak. I mean, they can rework. They can rework that.
After look, now I'm the type of person that believes that conception of birth starts at conception,
which is fine.
People say, "Oh, well, it's a clump of cells." No, it's a clump of cells of a human. That's how I look at it. Mm-hmm. When people say, "Well, then you shouldn't be able to have birth control," and I'll say, "Listen, that's all I'm saying to you. Birth control is a preventative measure before you actually have a child. It's not the same as basically you getting pregnant and then using the morning after pill. That's not the same. It's if you wear a condom, or if you have contraceptive, or if you use the birth control, whatever thing is in your arm, all that shit. That's what that is. It's a preventative measure before you get pregnant.
Yes.
That's what I agree with.
Oh, so you good with the plan B?
No, I'm not good with plan B. Because plan B is after you're pregnant.
It's not. Because you might not be pregnant.
You may not be pregnant, but
okay, most girls when they usually take them, they take them like maybe like what, a few days after they had sex.
Well, that's because they only believe that they might be pregnant. A lot of girls be like,
some girls don't.
You think some girls just take plan B just to take it? Or after they have sex? But why would they do that if they had unprotected sex?
Because a lot of women are not. I'm okay. Even though we may think. I mean, you got some fast women. Yeah. But most regular women have consensual sex. You know what I mean? That's not ready. Yeah. To have children. Plan B is like you know what I mean? It's a way to, plan their life. Still. Yeah. The way they plan their life still. Yeah. So they might have some on deck ready, or they take after they had it. You know what I mean, they're not going to not have sex, and sometimes, but even though they should have condoms, shit happens. Bro, I'm telling you, y'all people are crazy, bro. Y'all crazy, bro. Look, bro. People and need not to every woman is a whore,
bro. Listen, no, every woman ain't a whore. That's number one. Because a woman has
she knows who she fucking, and she know. You know what I mean? Like she knows. I ain't want to say. She knows who she's having sex with. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but she knows she's not ready for nothing like that. So she might have some on deck. So you got women that's like uses that like, you know what I mean? Like, boom, this is what happened this night. Ooh, I need to take a plan B.
I'm just saying, bro.
Something like that.
This is my problem with the whole reason why, and it's one of the major reasons why I do not agree with abortion, because we don't hold people responsible, bro, for their actions. That's it. We need to start holding people responsible for their actions. If you don't want to get an abortion, then protect yourself. Outside of the rape thing, there's no other excuse. You literally have time for the condom bro. Okay, yeah. Then stop.
Few times.
Then stop.
Nigga, what you mean stop,
bro? Then stop. I mean, yeah, stop, nigga. Like, what the fuck you want to have? No.
Stop. I didn't know it was broke.
Come on, bro.
I didn't know it was broke until it was done. I swear, bro. Come on. It felt different. No, it did feel different.
Come on,
I'm just thinking it's feeling different. I'm young, bro. I'm telling you.
Listen, bro.
I'm just thinking it felt different.
What I'm saying to you is, right? Okay. What I'm saying to you is, we need to start holding people accountable instead of abortion. Maybe if we said put more sex education in place for people and said, listen, if you don't want to have children, you don't want to have children, then this is what you need to do. These are the steps you need to take. We need to have that conversation more than actually having abortion as just a straight conversation.
It is nothing. No, but let me tell you, it's nothing wrong with that because they do that. But the thing is, people just don't listen.
Yeah, that's my point.
What you mean, Bob?
That's my point. So who
you're not
that?
So you're telling me you're not supposed to have parameters around that for people that don't listen?
What do you mean?
You're not supposed to strategize and figure out ways for the people that don't listen.
Yes and no.
No, that's not true, Reese. You did.
Okay, then yeah.
So these are what they strategized to do with the knuckleheads.
The knucklehead. Listen, bro.
Plan B.
What I'm
That's
saying
what
is
it's there for.
the knuckleheads, right, are the ones that are having abortions conveniently. That's what I'm trying to explain.
But it's not all the time.
95% of the time, women that get an abortion is not. They didn't get pregnant. They didn't get pregnant by accident. They know that it's. They know it's a backup plan.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, we could have unprotected sex. I'm not gonna keep the baby anyway. But we ain't. But let's get into a different dynamic, right?
Please.
Because I want to talk about this. How many people does it take to make a child?
2.
Why is it that the man is responsible?
Yeah, I know.
Why is the man responsible for protecting himself from not having a child when it's her body?
I know, bro. You don't want to go this way with me.
Well, what you mean? Why I want to go this way?
Because, bro, I feel differently, ladies. You're not gonna like that one. I feel like a man should have a choice just as much as a woman.
Exactly. So what happens now if I say to you, bro, I really wanted my baby, and they sided with her, and she aborted my child, bro. But I really wanted my child. Why don't I have a say in it?
I totally agree with you on that.
No, the reason why I don't have a say in it because they say it's her body, her choice.
Yep, her body, her
but
choice.
But the first thing they say is, if she does have the baby, they say, well, if you didn't want that baby, you should have protected yourself.
Yep, that's exactly what they're going to say.
That's the hypocrisy behind it. Because there's 2 parents there. And people can say, well, there's deadbeat dads and there's people that don't want to take care of their kids. I don't give a fuck about that. Because there's still 2 parents. So if the man wanted to have that child and that woman didn't, that woman should be obligated to have the child and give it to the man. Period. That's how I feel.
I feel that way too.
If that's my baby and I say to you, listen, we don't have to be together. But you can't don't kill my baby. I want my baby.
I want my baby. Give me my baby.
Give me my baby, and you go on with your life.
Sign
your rights away. You can go on with your life, but I want my baby.
Yep.
That's it. We made that baby together.
Yep.
It just wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't you. But they have this decision and take that away from you. And I think that's not right. That's another reason why I don't agree with abortion. Because there are a lot of fathers out there who want their children, and the mothers. Yo, I'll tell you a quick story. I was dating a girl, right? I was dating a girl, and I really cared about this girl. And I don't even think I was actually pro-life then. I think I was just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't pro-choice, but I was just whatever. I wasn't at that time. And one day she called me and was like, I didn't see her for like 2 weeks. And I was wondering why she kept avoiding me. And I'm like, why the fuck is she avoiding me? And she called me and was like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, yeah. So I goes to see her. And she's crying. I said, what's wrong? She said, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, what? She was like, I really don't want you to hate me. And I'm like, what? She said, I was pregnant and I got an abortion and I didn't tell you and I just felt so bad about it. And I broke up with her. I left her and I just recently talked to her. And that was like 15 years ago. And I recently just talked to her. Recently. And I was crushed. Because it wasn't the fact that I really liked her and I wanted to be. It was just the fact that she had that power enough to take my child away from me, even though, and I didn't even know about it.
I get it. I get that all the
way. And that right there made me pro-life.
Yep.
That right there, and that was traumatizing to me.
Like a mother.
That was traumatizing.
Yes, it was. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Totally traumatizing.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally traumatizing.
You want to get into this this Clarence Thomas shit?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Let's see what he's talking about. This is so for those who know, Clarence Thomas is one of the people who led the charge on overturning Roe versus Wade and why it's where it's at today. And but this is actually the hearings of Clarence Thomas, a piece of Clarence Thomas' speech, response to Anita Hill when she accused him of doing something. And guess who is at the forefront of this hearing?
Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe. So, oh man, shit come back around crazy in politics, boy. I tell you, this shit is crazy.
Good old Sleepy Joe.
Committee will please come to order. Judge, it's a tough day and tough night for you, I know. Let me ask, do you have anything you'd like to say before we begin? And I understand that your preference is, which is totally and completely understandable, that we go 1 hour tonight, 30 minutes on each side. Am I correct in that?
That's right.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Senator, I would like to start by saying unequivocally, uncategorically, that I deny each and every single allegation against me today that suggested in any way that I had conversations of a sexual nature or about pornographic material with Anita Hill.
Right,
that I ever.
Let me stop
Yeah,
that.
whoa,
Right there.
this pop
Let me
off.
stop that. Hold up. Like, look.
How old was
You know,
I?
here's the craziest thing ever, right? In every one of these cases that with Brett Kavanaugh and with him and with they always bring up sexual allegations when it comes to men. With women, it's something a little bit different. They go off for like social shit.
That's the only thing
That's the only thing they got. Like, yo, like, so like with him, it's like, oh yeah, well, this dude right here don't look like he sexually assault anybody.
Yeah, he don't look like it. Man, look. Oh,
He looks like somebody's father that's really like strict.
He like somebody's father really that's true. That
Yeah.
Man, look, man. Okay, even if he did, I don't think he assaulted anyone.
Yeah.
He's a political figure. He
was a judge at the time.
No, exactly. He's a political figure. He's high ranked.
Yeah.
Women throw themselves on him.
Yeah, they do. They do.
All day, every day.
But they had no evidence to prove that he did anything.
That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Like, it's always that.
Always.
So that's the easiest one
That's
to get.
the easiest one. Always the easiest one.
You know what I mean? Even if you did it or did not.
Yeah.
It's always the easiest one to throw out.
Yeah.
So it's like, go for it.
Yeah. Just get that motherfucker.
All it takes is one woman to say something. They believe women way more than they believe us.
Attempted to date her, that I ever had any personal sexual interest in her, or that I in any way ever harassed her. A second, and I think more important point, I think that this today is a travesty. I think that it is disgusting. I think that this hearing should never occur in America. This is a case in which this sleaze, this dirt, was searched for by staffers of members of this committee, was then leaked to the media, and this committee and this body validated it and displayed it at prime time over our entire nation. How would any member on this committee, any person in this room, or any person in this country would like sleaze said about him or her in this fashion, or this dirt dredged up, and this gossip and these lies displayed in this manner? How would any person like it? The Supreme...
Nobody
So
would
look,
like it.
here's the thing, right?
Nobody would like it, Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas.
Nobody would like that.
Uncle Ben? Nobody would like
Right?
Uncle Ben.
Nobody
Like, you
like
like
that.
Uncle Ben, right? Nah, look. Here's the thing. It's the irony behind all of this is Clarence Thomas is at the top of the Supreme Court and Joe Biden's the president. And now Clarence Thomas just overturned something that well, Joe really didn't have anything to do with that as far as the Roe v. Wade.
But
still,
it's going against his
going against his progress.
And his prejudice. This is his presidency. I can't even get that word out right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is his chair. This is his time.
Yeah.
And during his time, this is what get thrown on.
Okay.
Like,
oh shit.
Where's Ray?
Yeah. Oh damn! I remember that motherfucker from back in the day. Oh shit! Clarence Thomas in there. Now they trying to overturn other shit too.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, he gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
Court is not worth it.
I can't get the word out.
No job is worth it. I'm not here for that. I'm here for my name, my family, my life, and my integrity. I think something is dreadfully wrong with this country when any person in this free country would be subjected to this. This is not a closed room. There was an FBI investigation. This is not an opportunity to talk about difficult matters privately or in a closed environment. This is a circus. It's a national disgrace. And from my standpoint, as a black American, as far as I'm concerned, it is a high-tech lynching for uppity blacks who in any way deign to think for themselves.
Hold up.
To do
We
for
was
themselves.
Uppity blacks.
Yo.
Yeah.
Uppity blacks. This is a high-ranking lynching for uppity blacks.
Uppity blacks.
Damn, what does he mean by uppity blacks? He mean like black people that are educated or
educated and
like that's at the top of the food chain.
Well, I mean they are because they are uppity blacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine
I guess uppity back then meant something a little bit different than we was.
Like say if you lived in Prince George,
yeah,
would you be considered uppity black? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with saying that. I guess.
Hey, brother, look. I would like a little sauce. I like a little sprinkle of uppity black.
Yeah.
I take a little bit of sprinkle.
He said this is a high-ranking lynching.
Yeah, uppity blacks.
But what really kills me is what he said before that. He basically said that he basically put them out there. Said, "Listen, I'm a black man in America, and this could have been a private matter, but what y'all did was y'all put this on television so people can see it."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that's why he said this is a high-ranking lynching. It's like, okay, you really can't do nothing to me, but you're going to try to embarrass me for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I might be a justice, but you're going to say that you're going to put it in people's head that I raped somebody or I did something, made some sexual advances. You had no proof of this stuff. And then you paid this woman to say that happened. Unbelievable, yo.
To have different ideas. And it is a message that unless you kowtow to an old order, this is what will happen to you. You will be lynched, destroyed, caricatured by a committee of the U.S. Senate rather than hung from a tree.
Damn.
And we're back. It's time to see which chew
Yo,
provides the
that
longest
was
lasting.
fucking crazy, yo.
Oh, he was talking that shit.
He was talking that shit.
He was talking that shit.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think what happens is I think a lot of people they kind of get Clarence Thomas misunderstood because he's conservative, and Clarence Thomas, being a conservative, he's a Christian, and that's what it is,
bro. You know where to come with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I see that article like people they were saying he's not as vocal as a judge or he's not as
yes he is.
No, because I just read it. He just said it. He said he's more. He said the time that he was in there, the court was more relaxed. So he's not as vocal as vocal as they considered.
Well, now
he should be.
Now he is.
Yeah,
and I think we could reason why because of Joe. Because Joe called him a nigger and everything. He's on the pen, everything.
What?
Yes. I wish I could find that clip, but it's not on YouTube.
He called him a what?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Or did he pretty much call him a nigger?
No, he said he didn't say you are a nigger, but he said he said something about to the effect of you are a smart Negro or something like that. Mm-hmm. To me, that's the same as calling somebody.
That's somebody who is.
It's the same shit. It's no different.
I mean, if we was gonna call him a Negro or we gonna call him a black man, what was supposed to call him?
You're a smart man.
You're a smart man. Damn right.
You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
That was a good motherfucking answer, my nigga.
You're a smart man.
That was a good answer. That was a good answer.
You're a smart man. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You're a smart man.
That's all you had to say.
Why you gotta say you a smart nigga?
Yep.
Like, why?
Yeah, you call me a nigga.
Yeah, but we all know.
Yeah,
we all know fucking Joe.
Yeah,
we all know that goofy motherfucker. But
I wanted Trump out of there, so I didn't have to go with him. I wanted to go with Bernie, but nobody wants Bernie around.
Bernie's old as shit.
I love Bernie, man.
Bernie. People like Bernie. But there's a lot of gripes I got with Bernie. Bernie never had a job in his life, bro. He never worked before, bro. He literally never worked. Never. Bernie been around since Martin Luther King, bro.
I know.
And marching and getting money off the backs of people, bro. He never had a job ever, not one time. He's been living off donations all his life, bro.
He know how to work the system.
Ain't nothing wrong with working the system. Ain't nothing wrong with
Donald
that.
Trump worked the system.
That's what I was gonna say. We gonna tell you that. You can't. Donald Trump worked the system. Donald Trump said it. It's like, listen, you and your buddies wrote the law. Don't get mad at me because I follow the shit that y'all wrote. Y'all wrote the taxes. Yep. Y'all made it that way. You can't be mad at me. I'm just taking advantage, and I'm the bravest motherfucker in here because I'm telling y'all that I'm doing it. Y'all motherfuckers be hiding. Said that to Hillary Clinton. It's like, oh, you got all your friends are crooks.
Billionaire.
They're all crooks. And you're trying to say something about me when all your friends are crooks. So you start naming people. Like, listen, y'all can't do that to me. I'm fucking mob boss. Like, yeah, they gonna never do nothing to Trump.
Trump did not do that.
Bro, I swear to God. They would never do nothing to him, bro. Never. Because they know what time it is. You know how much power that man has. They would never do nothing. They would never. And the thing is, the crazy part about Trump is very smart. He's 10 steps ahead of all of them. He said all this that's happening today, he said it was going to happen. He said, they're going to destroy the country. And what's going to happen? Everybody's going to leave the party. They're going to all leave that party. And what happened? Exactly what he said is happening now.
I'm totally thinking about going Republican this year. I mean, when the time comes.
You only got two choices.
I'm totally thinking about going Republican.
What are you going to lose if you do?
Exactly.
It ain't like exactly. If you say fuck it, I'm just gonna vote Republican. Like some people believe. They want me to laugh about this, but some people
because I'm a believer in what they saying about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got your vote, but you ain't doing nothing for us.
Yeah.
And for all these years, every other nationality, they have to fight for their vote.
Yeah.
Us, it's a lock. That gives you no leverage.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So what are you gonna do for my people? Like, what are you gonna do for my party? To keep me here, man. I'm tired of it. What are you gonna do to keep me here?
The Democrats been making promises to the black.
That's what I'm saying,
Americans
and I'm tired of it. And a lot of people's getting tired of it.
And nobody wants to hear.
They're finally waking up to that bullcrap. To me.
I believe that Trump has exposed a lot of black people to something that they don't even realize. He made them see what the Democratic Party, even if they didn't agree with Trump, but Trump still made them see what. Okay, if you want to call me a racist, fine, but look at these motherfuckers. They're 10 times worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Look at these people. They're 10 times worse than me.
That's Trump all the way.
So if you want to say I'm racist, I'll take the hit. But you got to understand what you're dealing with, who you're siding with. You got all these liberals that you're siding with. They telling you, oh, if they're black, they're saying fuck Clarence Thomas. Oh, there's people on Twitter, literally liberals saying, well, I usually don't say this about black people, and I love black people, but Clarence Thomas is a nigger.
No way.
Yes, I swear to God, bro. This is on Twitter. People are literally calling him a coon. White people. White liberals. And we all know who talked about white liberals, Malcolm X. But it is what it is, man. We're not going to get into all that. But Torture Talk, man.
Torture Talk.
Like, shit, subscribe to the page. You know what it is, man.
We got a little political today, but that's
yeah. I like politics, man. You know?
Well, I don't mind politics.